Have you ever felt like someone is watching you, even when you're completely alone? Because this story is about a man who doesn't just see things, he sees things that are not supposed to exist, and they call him Hafiz Dadu. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Jisan. Tonight's story is not just another horror episode. This is something that came from multiple listeners, different places, different timelines, but the name in every story is the same. Hafiz Dadu, a man known in a small region, not as a magician, not as a healer, but as someone who understands the other side. Before we begin, I want to thank everyone who sent their stories, especially those listening from abroad, working night shifts, or alone right now, because this story hits different when it's silent around you. The story begins in the 1950s. A newborn baby girl dies just 5 days after birth. The family buries her near a bamboo field beside a road. But that night, something strange happens. A woman named Amina, the child's aunt, sees a dream. 3 dark entities are standing near the baby's grave. Not human, not animal, something in between. They are trying to harm the baby's soul. But suddenly, a man appears, tall, bearded, wearing a long robe. His face is unclear, like it refuses to be seen. He doesn't speak. He just stands between them. And the entities step back. They fear him. That man is later called Hafiz Dadu. From that day, Amina starts seeing him everywhere. Not physically, but in reflections, corners, shadows. But he never harms her. He only appears when something is wrong. Years later, Amina gets married. One day, she visits a riverside village. After lunch, she walks through a mustard field. That's when she sees it. A golden ring, half buried in the soil. She picks it up. Her husband says, "Throw it away." He throws it into the river, but the ring comes back. Again and again. On the 3rd time, she keeps it. That night, she dreams. A voice warns her, "Do not break this ring. Never separate it from you." From that moment, their life changes, business grows, money flows. No loss, only profit. But something strange happens. The shadow of Hafiz Dadu disappears completely. Now we shift to another listener's story, a young photographer named Sujon. He starts experiencing unexplained events. His friend suddenly cannot breathe at night. Strange attacks in the body. No medical explanation. Then at a Buddhist wedding shoot, a Lama priest stares at his friend and says, something is attached to him, a shadow. Days later, things get worse. Night suffocation, scratch marks on skin, loss of control. Finally, a spiritual exorcism is performed, and the entity speaks. "I was not sent for him. He came in my path. That's why I stayed." Then it leaves, but before disappearing, it breaks a branch outside the house, and everyone hears it crack. The final story brings us back to the narrator, a young student living near a cemetery. At 2 a.m., a dog starts barking, first far, then closer, then directly outside his window, then silence, then again. But now the sound is inside the graveyard. Terrified, he freezes. Next morning, He meets Hafiz Dadu. The old man looks at him and says, "You looked too deep into the night." Night has two faces, one normal, one dangerous. Then he adds something chilling. Your house is not just a house, it is a passage. And then he refuses to explain further. Just one line. Some doors should never be opened by curiosity. Hafiz Dadu disappears again from the story, just like before. No one knows where he goes. No one knows who he really is, but one thing is certain. Whenever something crosses between two worlds, he appears and fixes it or warns you before it's too late. If you enjoyed this story, send your experiences, because sometimes truth hides inside stories people are afraid to believe.